Alright, hello everybody, my name is Bosco8 and welcome to the stream. Now, sorry, just waking up there. Alright, so you guys are probably wondering, Bosco, what are we doing for the stream today? We're gonna just be doing, sorry about that. Just got back from, I guess I want to say like mid-afternoon exercise. But anyway, yeah, we're basically just gonna be chilling. I'm gonna be talking about some things along with what I plan to do because I have recently purchased a new recording software for my Switch because my old one was basically old. I had to get it replaced. And that should be coming hopefully tomorrow because I'll be streaming different games other than HO2 when that drops. So you're probably wondering what I am doing. Well, I found out recently the easiest way to really level up if you're going Quirkless is by just doing the... Well, that's not good. Hopefully that worked. I don't know what was happening there. I think that was an audio issue. But I'm glad that didn't work. So let me just check something here. Okay, that sort of worked. Alright, hello everybody, my name is Bosco8. Welcome to the stream. Sorry if the audio issue there. For some reason, the audio was not coming out of my headphones at all. Don't know what that was about. Might just be a bug with the game, which, you know, knowing this game isn't totally out of the connection. But, like I was saying, before the game basically just decided to, you know, crunk out on me, I have a new thing that's coming soon. So, for those of you who don't know, and let me turn down the settings in the game really quick. I have a thing called an Elgato. This is basically like a capture card for those of you who don't know, like, video recording software. It lets you, like, record games from your Switch, PS5, Xbox, stuff like that, and then transfer it over to your computer. What I'm planning to do is I'm getting a new one in the mail tomorrow because I just ordered one off of Amazon. And I'm hoping that it does work because I'm going to be streaming some other games other than HO2. It's like I always say when it comes to stuff like this is that I mainly stream games that I like. I don't like being fake. But yeah, no, I like basically streaming games that I enjoy, that I know I will play, so that you guys get the honest reaction. Like, I could stream games, definitely, that are like, oh, look, this game is great at everything, it's top trending. But I know for a fact, people, that's not me. That's why I never did, like, showcases on Overhaul. And I've gone into that in detail in previous streams. Is that Overhaul to me was just really mediocre. Not that great. Even, like, yeah, it's a good quirk and everything, but it's so mediocre and bland. And I just want to record games that I know will catch people's interest so that they can see the true me, basically. I still love Heroes Online too, but I have to agree with a lot of the comments, and it's like I always say, I'm a realist. I will tell you guys the bare minimum, and like, well, I won't tell you the bare minimum. I'll tell you everything you need to know, like my true and honest opinion. The game is, I don't want to say dead, but it's lacking. It averages at best, from what right now anyway, 71 players. And while that isn't good, I don't even think an update is going to fix it. Unless you're talking about a major update. Like, I think a couple new quirks are going to add it, but I really do think in this day and age that RPG-style games are not going to really catch people's attentions. I'm more inclined to say that Battleground-type games are the way to go. I don't want to really say that, but while these games are relaxing, I think a lot of the times it really depends on your fan base. Like, for instance, MHA, it's a good series, but did it take a nosedive? It took such a horrible nosedive. It suffered from what I like to call the Naruto effect, where you have this series, but when it has a horrible follow-up or horrible end, it does not do well. For instance, we all love Naruto. We have some Naruto fans. But the main issue with that is with Naruto is that the Boruto series then came out. I lost all interest with Naruto after Boruto dropped. Like, I could not be bothered with it. And I don't know if that's just me or anyone else, but it just did not feel right. Boruto just felt so bad, I want to say. I want to check something with my mic properties so that I know. There we go. Okay. I think that's better. Okay. Quality, quality, quality. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Yeah, I knew something was wrong. My mic did not want to register with my computer. So that's great to know. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you, people. Yay. Alright, so that might have been why the audio sounded like dog water. Yeah, no, but like I was saying. Come on. But one of the things, like I was saying, I don't think an update's gonna save this game. I really don't. Like, do I think like it's gonna improve it? Probably. Do I think Heroes Online is dead? Definitely not. I think it's in that state of a game where you need to make something that's worth people's time. Now, I do know they're adding a pity system, but here's the problem with the pity system. What does that mean? As a fellow gacha player myself, there's really a lot of... You need to be real careful with how you set up pity. For instance, what's the max roll amount? How many rolls can someone have? You can't just like add a pity system when there's like a cap to the rolls people can save. People save up to 200 rolls in Heroes Online 2. That's the max amount of rolls you can save. However, there's a problem with that not a lot of people do know. If the pity system is over 200, no one's going to be able to hit that, because one thing is we do not save our spins after like achievements or rewards. If once you hit the cap, all those rewards, you just get the money and the XP, not the actual spins. They're gone forever. And that's the problem. How will that pity system actually work? Will it work in the way that if I use a rate up modifier and then an epic modifier, I'm guaranteed to get that quirk that I used on my rate up? Is that how it's going to work? Or, because here's the other thing. Here's the AFK realm. The game will just turn into, well, why would I play the game if I could just do the AFK realm? Farm up 200 spins, and if the spin thing, if the pity's over 200, then I'll just save up 200 spins, then save up another 200, and then boom, I'll have like 400 spins by that point, and hit a pity. Here's the thing, this is why pity systems have to be very careful. You will also have to most likely not increase the chances of getting a mythical or legendary, but maybe increase them just by a bit, because there has to be a limit. It's a very tricky situation when you add a pity system. A lot of people do like pity, but it can make or break a game depending on how well it is. If you add too much pity, then people aren't going to play the game and just go AFK for the rewards. If you don't add pity, there's that luck boost of like people playing more, but then they'll eventually get mad about it. So it's a very fine line. Oh, that sounds much better, the audio quality. What are your guys' thoughts? Personally, for me, I think a pity system would be good, but I think it should just work on rate up modifiers. And like, let's say when AFO gets added, I use a rate up modifier and epic modifier. I then spin on the pity, and then boom, I'll get it. Now, personally speaking, that sounds a bit cheap, but I mean, again, we have modifiers in this game, so that's really what's going to make or break the pity. I think overall, the number one thing that's definitely going to be affecting the game is just how it's going to be played. Now, on to the next thing. So the new quirk. I don't know what the new quirk is. If anybody's wondering if I know anything about what the new quirk is going to be, I don't. I make all assumptions when I think about it, mainly because it's not that hard. People have to think about this. Arkham is first putting in all the old quirks from HO1, and then we're going to be adding in the new quirks. So it's just going to be easier for him in the long run to add the old quirks first, since he already has the files for all that. Now, remaking them, yeah, it's boring, repetitive, and basically not fun at all, but it at least adds some sort of content to the game. I think overall the main issue, though, is what the quirk is going to be. If it's something like Manifest, I can see a lot of people coming back to play the game. Blood Curdle would be interesting, but that's really all RNG based, depending on what you get. You could get something like, I don't think it's going to be One for All Prime, since that's already been stated multiple times. It's going to be part of the OFU moveset in the future, because I know they're trying not to do that anymore, where they're making separate quirks for already existing quirks. For example, like I've said it before, from what my knowledge is and what's been stated way in the past is that Cremation, for example, might be part of the Flame moveset or skill tree, while Hellflame is also going to be part of that. It just saves a lot of time and actually makes that quirk what its rarity is worth. Another big thing could definitely be, I think overall he's going to start with the small quirks. Would I like Acid in the game? Oh, definitely Acid should be added. Get some more common quirks in the game. Enough with these like legendaries and epics. We gotta make the pool bigger. If we're adding a pity system, you gotta make that pool bigger. It's why I tell people, if you have extra slots, make sure one of those slots at the bare minimum has Ice or Flame. You never know what might get added onto that and the benefits in the future. It's why I also say keep OFU, because why in God's name would you ever roll that off, considering it's going to get updated in the future? And before you say, how do I know? Come on, we all know it is. They're not going to make the separate quirk thing, because one, I don't like it when people say that, because first of all, that's really stupid. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's really stupid for two reasons. One, the whole point of One for All is that all the other quirks are basically dog water without the central core. The only thing that's practically useful is probably Black Whip, and even then, the whole point with Gear Shift is that it was actual dog water. It was legit dog water. So I don't understand when people say, oh, I want to have Fajin by itself. Okay, you're gonna first, it's probably gonna be a common, and it's gonna be really dog water. This is Kill, say hi. Get stabbed. Get stabbed. I don't regret it. You filthy villain. Get away from me! My Tony Hawk skateboarding skills are much better than yours. You fool! See you later, nerd. Dodge. Dodge. Damn it, you denied a dodge! We can talk about this. You missed, nerd, nerd, nerd! I fucked up! I'm the nerd now! Yamero! Yamero! I'm just a humble bit quirkless man! Stab! See you later, nerd! I'm gonna get away from me. Ah! that one up, didn't you? Did you get glitched in the air? Fuck! Die! Die! I'm gonna get you! Come here! Oh, of course you would awaken. Coward. Coward. You're a coward! Oh, I almost got you there. Oh. Ishimoshi! Bastard! I put up a good fight there for Quirkless, man. We have fun here. Just making sure of something. I think overall the audio sounds fine. I think overall it sounds okay. Could be a bit better, but I think everything for it is fine from what I can tell. I think overall it should sound okay, so I'm gonna just rewind it a bit, check. Yeah, okay, so that seems okay. I don't know if there's any desktop audio though, but let me just check in the settings. Oh, no, that's the wrong setting that I went. Let's see here. Oh, thanks a lot, Kill, for not telling me. No, you bastard. It's not fine. Born beneath the silver sky. What do you mean default? Okay. Now is that working? With sword in hand, I rise. In fate and war, I stand with pride. Yeah, no, I'm trying to see if the audio works, because we had an audio issue earlier, so I'm trying to see if this works. Let's see if that here works. Okay, how about that now? Yo, I need you to, Kill, come over here and make a noise. Just make any noise. Alright, that works now. Yeah, no, because I don't... Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Kill. I don't know what was happening from here. Where are you? Come here. I want to give you a... Let me give you a high five. Let me give you a high five. Got you. You're in. Screw you! You can't catch me. You can't catch me. Nerd! Nerd! Oh, there's a 14-second delay. Well, no, the delay should be there. That's part of it. Oh yeah, no, the delay's right. Yeah, unless that's on you. Oh, we're fight. Oh, great. I'm not even ready. Hold on. No, I'm not gonna let you use that shitty move on me. Ishimoshi! Nice try, nerd. Oh, yeah! You fucked that one up, didn't you? Nice try, nerd. Oh god, the wait! Lag! Lag! Woo! Oh. Nope, nope. God, the lag is horrendous. The lag is horrendous. Nice miss. You just like get over here. Nope. Oh, you bastard! You had to awaken! You had to awaken! You couldn't let me have this, could you? No, you don't! Come here! Come here! Come here! Come here! Oh, damn it. That was good. That was good. That was good. Man had to use his quirk against a quirkless person. Let me be clear about that, chat. We have kill running on stream. Let's be clear on that. Let's be clear on that. We caught kill running on stream. No. We got you exposed. No. You did not see bugs. Yes, but Kill, I'm not gonna take that opportunity. It's PvP. Anything goes. Anything goes, Kill. It's PvP. You think I'm not gonna take that opportunity? I'm a quirkless man. I am a quirkless man, Kill. I have nothing to lose. You think I will let you get unbugged? I am a quirkless man! We have fun here. We definitely have a lot of fun. I'm gonna do me some quests. I've been getting a lot of questions for like stat builds. Stat builds in this game are weird in the sense that if you want a good stat build, then you should definitely take this advice. Put 400 into either quirk or strength. That's my personal opinion, by the way. Mainly due to two things. It depends on what you're going to aim. Main, I mean. Because if you're maining quirk, why would you need strength for anything but combo extending? If you're going to main strength, then use your quirks as a combo extender. There's no reason to put anything into quirk or strength unless you're maining either one of them. Stamina-wise, you mainly want to go for 100 stamina. Mainly because 100 stamina is really all you need, or you can go for the classic 120 stamina, but then everything else needs to go into health. Because it doesn't matter how fast or how many quirk moves you can pull off if you die in the first 2 seconds. The default by most is, let's see here, if I'm remembering correctly. Swift. Welcome to the stream, Swift. For instance, this is my stat build currently. It could definitely be a bit better, but I overall like this stat build, and I think I'm going to keep it as is. Mainly for the fact that stat-wise, I think I'm doing pretty okay. Oh, can you, I can maybe try. I don't know if the problem with that is team battles is very dead. Also, oh god, I hate these guys. God, why? God, I need Arkham to actually fix this game. Let me read the comments for a minute so I can see what everyone's saying. what do you want to change your quirk to? You basically go to main menu and then to quirk and then roll your quirks. Quirk-wise, if you want something good for PvP, but like something easy to get, I'd say go for Mind Control. Mind Control is a bit tricky, which is why I suggest you get it probably when you're higher level, due to the fact that Mind Control has an auto parry move, which basically lets you auto parry anything. And it's it's much more useful in team battles than it is in actual PvE.
Huh?
Oh yeah, and here's where you can get the stat reset capsules. And yeah, the rewind capsules. This is where you can get these. So they're in either shop and they're much easier to get. Currently on I have 3 slots. Oh yeah, muscular's good if you're running a strength build. It also works well with hybrid builds, but you don't get the full effect. Personally, I ran it with Flame because Flame was a great combo extender for muscular. Even though it ran off the quirk stat, but you could pair it up with Tail. I wouldn't recommend Giant. I would not recommend Giant, mainly for the fact that I just don't find Giant viable anymore. It's like there have been so many nerfs and everything done to Giant that it's basically useless now. Though there are some still Giant fans out there, I just don't really recommend it for anyone. I'm gonna turn off. There we go. That's an interesting thing. God, that damage. I gotta see the damage that kill has. I guess you can if you can join us, but I can't really do raids on. The thing with Quirkless is that you can't do raids when you're Quirkless, and I'm kind of trying to get the battle pass done on this slot. I would if I could, but Quirkless means I can't do raids. Mainly for the reason is I don't have an AoE move. So that's a lot of damage. So that is 71 damage each hit. Let me see Impale. And then let me see Impale here. 95 damage, another 95 damage. That's a lot. Yeah, but it's more funnier to do it with players. You just have to, I guess, the server that I'm in currently is I think it's the Illinois server. Wherever that is. You're mean one. Yep. You think I can't get out of that game? Hello, game. Kill. Let me try to get out. Kill. You fucked up. Oh, you have to awaken to beat a Quirkless man. You had to awaken, didn't you? You couldn't do it. You had to awaken to be the Quirkless man. That's confirmed. You can't defeat. Fucked up. I'm just gonna hold block. You had to awaken. You can't beat me without your quirks. That's a thing. Kill, you can't beat me without your quirks. I do not know the game Solo Hunter, sadly. No, 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 no. No, you can't do anything without your quirks. This is confirmed. I want to do solo hunter. I have not done. I'm not really into solo leveling games. To be fairly honest, I've read solo leveling. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's the best. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but it's pretty generic. You can't without quirks. He needs quirks. That's just fair. Yeah, the thing with Quirkless is that you just do not have any, like, AoE moves. You have, like, the sword moves, but, like, that's pretty much it. The game, this game, people say has variety. It really doesn't. I'm gonna be completely honest, this game has basically nothing when it comes to variety. It really doesn't. A lot of them, if you're talking about, like, moves you want to use, fist moves are basically useless in PvP, unless you're kill and have an actual good combo setup. But like, they're good in 1v1s, but in actual team battles, no, they're horrible. Knives are also just awful in team battles. 1v1s, they're really good, but in team battles where everyone's running around and you're dodging, then it's basically useless. The only good combat meta is basically the swords. Oof, then I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't sound like my cup of tea. Yeah, I don't think I'll do solo hunter. I don't really like lore-based things like that. Personally speaking, I would rather like things where I know what I'm doing. Survival games are my more cup of tea, where I can just do what I want, especially if it's a good survival game. I've done a bit of Minecraft in the past, but that was like a long, long time ago. I mainly did like Minecraft adventure maps, which was really good back in the day, but now it's just become really cringy and really bad. If like you're looking for me to talk about the game here, the game state, there's not much to talk about. Like, the game, people really do try to hype it up, but at best this game pulls about an average of, I don't know, barely anything. I think the last one was like 230, 71 players at best. No. Oh, why am I here? Not the one I need. Nice miss. You know, this is not Bruh! Bruh! It was a misclick, you idiot! This guy's a dumbass. Nice miss. Or your basic raids, and then just farm those. Just farm the basic raids. Farming the basic raids is basically how you level up in this game. And just do the easy ones for now, and then just do the harder ones. For instance, depending on what faction you're part of, do the hero exam and a couple times, and then do the prison raid. I would recommend doing the hero exam. The hero exam is much more easier and faster. You just go into like the literally go into the hero base and then go up the elevator. I could show it really quick, but I mean, like, it's not hard. This game glitched out again. Hold on. You do quests. You basically do quests. Like, yeah, no. The beginning of this game is actual garbage. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The beginning of the game is legit garbage. And it has very little content to do. Like, it's not good at all. You basically just do quests to level up. And then once you're high enough level, you do the harder raids. And that's pretty much it. Like, it is legitimate dog water when you begin the game. There's like no easy way to say it other than that it's just bad. I think my audio just glitched out again. This game is legitimate dog water. Be right back. Okay, I think that works. Yeah, you need to be level 50, so just do quests. Like, I don't, like, you just do quests. That's all I can really say. Like, there is no fast way to level up when you first begin. You legitimately just do quests, and that's it. For example, you could try, and that's pretty much, you just do your quest over and over. Let's see here. I believe the hero exam is over here. Go up here. And then it's these ones. Yep, these are the ones. Yeah, level 25. You could do the easy ones. These ones are much easier to do, and the way to basically do them is just by doing the... Thank you, Swift Key. Well, I can't help you there, Swift. That is legitimately the fastest way to do it until you're at least level 50 for these hard quests. Yeah, literally, no, I feel your pain, but that is legitimately how you do the game. It is that bad at the beginning. I can do a quick, like, level of how to show people who are under level how to do this fast. I can show how to do this really fast, actually. And thank you again for subscribing. Okay, don't know why it's still going. Okay, no, it just stopped. I can show a quick rundown how to do this quickly. If the lag was still, God help me lag. Thank you. It's my notification alert. I'm thinking about getting different notifications. Another YouTuber friend of mine gave them to me. So, like, whenever someone subs, I'm forced to listen to that over and over. You basically need to gather them all in one place, but the hero exam is just much easier, I find, for people who want to level up fast. Specifically for two things. I fucked that. Specifically for two things. One, it's much more open, and you're not confined to, like, one small space, like in other raids. But you're in an open area where you have much more freedom to move and do combos with. And there's not a lot of sharp corners where there are for, like, the prison raid and the corruption raid. The corruption raid I just find impossible for Quirkless. Like, the game is good, but does not have a raw. It's very heavily focused on what quirks you have. There's not a lot of variety that you can do. Like, people say there's a lot of variety in this game, but there isn't. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I love the game, but like, I'm gonna give you the bare bones facts. This game just not is super boring at the beginning. Like, I see like a lot of people have said their stuff about it, and they have a lot of points. Is that there's just nothing to do once you start this game. To rescue the hostages, so that way I finish faster, because you only need the 120 points to actually pass. So even if you don't get to the final round, as long as you have 120 points, you'll still win. Now, the thing a lot of people don't know about this one is that the final boss for this area is glitched, which makes doing this raid so much more easier than doing any of the other raids. Literally, it's how I farmed a lot for my battle pass and other things. I just did the hard mode on this one. What you want to do after this is just basically barrel right through these, because those are distractions. You don't want to focus on them. And then you just keep going, keep going, keep going. And then, now, sometimes he'll be glitched into the floor, which is what you really are looking for. Like that. And now you can just easily do all this without taking any damage. And then he'll just die by himself. Easy. It is kind of buns, I'm not gonna lie. But the game gets fun later on. It's one of those games that is not great to start, but it does get a lot more fun later down the line. Like, it's hard to say. You really have to commit yourself to it. It is a horrible game at the start. It is really bad. Like, it's very bad and boring and has one of the most tedious things to start. And it doesn't really help that it's a lot of fetch quests and bandit beating. Like, there's not really a lot to do, but that's with most games at the start. But this game really does heavily you really drag on at the beginning. I think the main issue is definitely that. I think if there were some other things that the game had, it would probably be a lot more fun, but I see why it doesn't, it hurts itself a lot when you start out. Like, I'm not trying to, like, be overall... Yeah, okay. Like, all negative about the game. I think the game has potential. Just because of my... Oh no, it's just that the game is legitimately screwed up. Hold on. God, what is happening? Okay, there's an actual bug. Okay, well that's a bug. It's definitely not my software, because apparently that is a bug. The other fastest way to level up in this game is team battles, but you basically want to make sure you're at least high enough level for that, maybe at least level 50. But it's pretty dead right now, so team battles is not really my go-to for if you want to level up fast. I would just say do the hard exam for the heroes exam. I mean, even if you're a villain, you can still do it. I wouldn't really recommend doing the prison raid one on hard mode. I haven't tried it, but I mainly just say that due to the fact that it's kind of iffy. That's interesting. I want to like say some other things about the game. God, the audio is like, I love it when this, it's broken. Oh, this game is so bugged in like every aspect of the way. I'm gonna talk about the bugs. And this has nothing to do with like anything against Ark or the testers or nothing like that. But I have to say it for like the sake of saying it. There's way too many bugs, and some of these bugs are very noticeable, and they have yet to be fixed. And I like, oh, that's not an excuse. It's really not an excuse given the amount of time and patience everyone has. It's not an excuse, and I'm sick of people like using that as an excuse. Like, I'm gonna say it as it is. Like, certain bugs are way too obvious to be to not be noticed, and yet they still aren't fixed. That's the thing that gets me. Like, I'm okay with some of the minor bugs. Just small bugs, yeah, they're annoying. But when you have like really major bugs and they are very noticeable and not fixed, I don't know what's happening there. Because that's not on Ark. It's a bit on the testers because that's their job to find it. But it's also not on them entirely. I understand like they get things from Ark, but like constantly, depending on what's happening there, you guys need to be constantly testing and making sure everything works. Because there's way too many bugs for this thing not to like be like this, especially in the condition it is now. It's why like a majority of people who play this game get annoyed at it. Because there's just bug after bug after bug after bug, and it's not like, oh, there's bugs and everything. Yeah, but not like in the weird concession that we have. We have bugs like every single update. That's what gets me. Like, of course there's bugs, but like, don't release an update until like you've triple checked everything and done it in like an actual public lobby where you could test to see if it works in the public lobby while also making sure it works in like any testing server. Because that's how it usually goes. At the bare minimum, have at least 2 lobbies. One for public testing, but at least set some of the privacy settings on that. And then the actual testing. Because, oh my god. I'm like sick of getting updates after updates of things breaking constantly. I think that's what gets a lot of people annoyed. Yeah, because like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You can't use the excuse of, oh, it's one dev. Okay, yeah, then hire a team. Hire an actual team. Lord knows that would have fixed a lot of the problems. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Just hire a team. Like, yes, and everything. Like, that would fix a lot of the issues. But the problem mainly is that it's just the bugs. Like, oh my god. Like, sometimes even the small bugs, and I'll just say it, make this game very unplayable. Tail is semi-broken. It's like, it's broken in the way that it's meant to be broken because Tail is baby's first quirk. You're basically there. It's just there to, like, you know, teach you how to play the game. Like, here's the thing. And I understand there's a lot of issues when you're coming up with like a Roblox team to help you make a game. Again, you never know who you're hiring or if they're actually on board. And sometimes, for people who don't know this in like the Roblox deving community, a lot of devs sometimes overcharge people. I know one guy who got charged like $10,000 for one model. The model was good, but they charge a lot. And it's very reasonable, but at the same time, they overprice it a lot. Because you have to understand what the market audience of Roblox is pandered towards. It's pandered to a lot of kids, and basically, you're going to either get someone who's very experienced, or at least knows what they're doing somewhat with modeling and everything, or you're going to get little Timmy who just got his first Roblox studio. So, there's no real way to tell or analyze that without doing a lot of digging. I don't know what you're talking about block bypass, but if you're talking about Tails block bypass, I didn't even think it had one. Personally speaking, I would like more combo moves for fists and knives. Personally speaking, I would just like to actually use my knives and fist moveset more. Because, yeah, when people say there's variety in the game, and I've touched on that subject already, there isn't. Whoever said there's variety in the game is legitimately lying to you. This game is heavily pandered towards sword meta. You could try using fists, but I mean, like, the best you'll do is the grab move, and that's it. I think if it does have a bypass, then I say yeah, remove that. Personally speaking, I don't like block bypassing moves in the game. I think those should just be pandered towards actual grabs, because in a grab attack it makes sense. But I don't know if Tails does have a grab move. Oh yeah, that'd be nice. And like, here's the thing, and for those of you who are joining the stream and talking, I really do appreciate that, because I need to talk about this with people, is the pity system. And nobody has been really talking about the pity system. So let's go into that. How do you guys think the pity system will actually work? Because nobody's really thought about this, but we have a set amount of things that we can have in the game. We can only have like a limited amount. And the game itself, when collecting rewards such as achievements, and you might have noticed this if you're playing the game, you do any of extra spins you get erased. If you hit 200 spins, any other spins you get erased. So if the pity bar for those spins is set up higher than 200, it's just going to be a waste at the end of the day, because then after you use all 200 spins, just go to the AFK realm. Like, what would be the point then? You either have to set that pity system down to at least 150, 190 at best, but if it's over 200, it's going to make a lot of people angry, since you have all these achievements at hand and we can barely collect the rewards from them. You literally can only, by level 150, you already have 200 spins. By level 250, what's the point of collecting anything? Literally, the battle pass gives you more rewards than you can hold. You need an inventory bag or something that lets you hold extra spins. Secondly, how will the pity system work actually? We have rate up modifiers and epic modifiers. The modifier system kind of screws up the pity system. So, because if it works in the same as Jujutsu Infinite, where it saves the amount of spins you've used, does that just mean I just get like one below the pity, put a rate up modifier for the quirk I want, and an epic modifier to guarantee I get that quirk 100% of the time? And when I hit the pity, does that mean I'm 100% guaranteed to get that quirk? Or is it just random again? These are the questions that I see not a lot of people asking, is that a pity system is actually either going to break the game or ruin it. Like, it can be a good thing, but also a really bad thing if not done well. It's going to make a lot of people angry if it's, like, raised to a very high degree. Because, again, unless we're getting an actual code with good rewards and the increase in the spin cap, what is the point of playing the game when I can just play the AFK route? Literally, it's why I was so hesitant on pity, but I'm not going to lie, this game does need a pity, because I believe fully the gacha system in this game is bugged. I don't like rolling right when the quirk comes out, because it really does feel like it's bugged. Like, I've heard people who spent, like, so much epic modifiers to get something, but they don't get it. I don't know, like, I'm sorry if I'm going in a tangent. I just want to get everybody's opinions. Like, do you think the pity system should not be implemented yet? Or should it be implemented in a way where it's fair to everyone? Personally speaking, again, if it's higher than 200, then that's going to make a lot of people mad. It's just way too much considering well, we already have like over 1,000 spins if the cap on spins that we can hold was not there in the first place. Like, you get 3 to 5, you get 3 spins almost, I think, for like almost every achievement, 1 to 3. And if you have a good quirk, there's no point in rolling it off. And you can just save everything, so what's the deal there? I mean, again, not a lot of people are going to roll off their 1 for you for like something like Overhaul, considering Overhaul is going to be demoted to a Legendary. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Overhaul is basically going to get demoted. It's just a placeholder there for AFO, I'm going to be guessing, because AFO and OFA were the original mythics. Those were going to be the original mythics in the game. Overhaul is just there so not a lot of people could get 1 for you. I think once AFO gets added, Overhaul is going to be like the rest, where some of the quirks may be moved down. Which, A, is kind of scummy. I'm going to be honest, it's kind of scummy. Like, if it's meant to be a Legendary, just put it into the Legendary position so that it makes it would have worked either way. Like, I don't know how I feel about all these quirks getting moved down to tier level when it was already hard enough to, like, get some. Like, do I personally want to keep re-rolling to get something or just wait for it to get moved down? Like, I love using Overhaul, but it gets boring. Secondly, well, let me see here. What are your guys' thoughts on this? I also think like they should have really done more with Overhaul. Like they said, oh well, we can't add the giant, Chimera thing overall because when he's fighting Aerie. Yeah, you can. I don't want to hear that as an excuse. Peroxide did it with, like, the Fear guy. The Fear Quincy from Bleach. They managed to do it, and that game came out way before HO2 did. So that's not an excuse. Like, it really is not an excuse to say, oh, we can't do, like, these giant Chimera things that people want in this game. Yeah, Peroxide did it. Blox Fruit did it. Bloody hell, I'm pretty sure, like, what is that one? Was that one Piece game called Grand Piece Online is managing to do it? And they're all RPG games. You bloody could have, and I'm sorry for saying if I sound so rude here, but you really could have. Like, you definitely could have. That's just more of a staff lining issue that you needed more modelers at that point. But I mean, you definitely could have. Would have been balanced? Probably not, but just do it the same way as Peroxide did it. Each move takes up stamina. And then if you run out of stamina, the transformation wears off. It can even just be a quick transformation. Because like right now, it's just like, yeah, cool, we have the same moveset but with 1 move. It really is just lame. Like, I don't like people who, like, use the excuse of, oh, but it's just like, this game is not in its alpha. I want to be clear, this game at best is in beta, but it's definitely gotten out of the alpha stage with us waiting around. And I can tell you this right now, even if it was in alpha, my god, this better be 0.1, or at best, alpha 1.2. Because, good god, the amount of bugs is not an excuse for, like, oh, it's still in its... Yeah, no, this game is obviously in beta. It's in beta. I can't defend people saying, like, it's an alpha version of the game. It really is and plays like it's in a beta. Like, I tell it as it is. I tell it as it very well is. I love Heroes Online too, but do I like the bugs in it? No. Do I think an update might save the game? Possibly, depending on what quirk it's going to be. But from what's been going on, I think the trend is that Ark is going to release another revised version of an HO1 quirk, and it's probably just going to have the same moves but a different style, and that's probably going to be it. Like, do I think there should have been vigilante bosses? Honestly, yeah, and he missed a complete ball on that one. There should have been a vigilante faction, or at the bare minimum, vigilante bosses. And if you wanted to make it easier, just do a reskin of the corrupted bosses already. That would have been such an easier task to do. Heck, add that one B-girl from Vigilantes as a big main boss for people who want to play as Vigilantes. That could have been so good. And really easy, too. I don't know, it just feels like this game's, like, cutting a lot of corners for the sake of keeping it simple. And while that is a good thing, it's a real detriment. Like, this game got like 1,200 players at max from what I remember. I could be lowballing it, but that's just what I at least somewhat remember. Now it's like 71 players at best, and my god, that's awful. Team battles is basically dead because there's no point in doing it once you get exalted. And I kind of like that because I don't really like the idea of, you know, if you don't play, you move down a rank. Because at the same time, that's not going to make me want to play more. That's just going to make me more angry. Because already enough, the PvP in this game is very wonky. Speaking of games, what other games do you guys wish to see on the channel? I'm thinking of, I know for one fact, and I'm excited, on the 25th, Power World's getting an update, so I'm definitely going to be streaming that. I'm probably also going to be streaming this one cool Nintendo game I have. It's very, not been heard much of, but it's very fun to play. I think it's called Cat Quest, the Fantastic Trilogy, and it's really fun. It's super fun. I'm probably also going to be getting back into Mario and Luigi at some point. I just have a lot of stuff to do with that one. I'm definitely going to be taking like a lot of breaks from HO2 because it's just been, unless this update is actually good and not just a reskin, I don't know. I'm not going to quit HO2 obviously, but at the same time, you gotta really hit the marker with this. Like, I have to agree with, I got a comment the other day, so, and God, I hate the rain effect. The rain effect sucks so much. But, yeah, no. I mainly wish that, let's see here. I got comments saying this game was dead. Now, this game's not dead. Player-wise, though, this game is dead. A 71 player average at best is not great. Not great at all. Would it be better if the game did not have a horrible opening day when it first dropped? Definitely. But I think also at the same time, coming from an actual critic standpoint, MHA games are just not that good anymore. You gotta keep in mind that an anime game is based off the popularity of that anime at the time. And considering how bad MHA's ending fumbled, and the amount of like plot holes and inconveniences it had at near the end, my god, and a spoiler alert by the way for those who are anime onlys, MHA fumbled its ending, like horribly, to the point where it needed 3 extra endings to explain everything. Which, here's the thing, I don't know everything that goes on in the writing world, but when your anime needs 3 other endings to, like, justify everything that's going on, that's a big sign of worry. Like, that's like DEFCON 5 of worry. At least with Jujutsu Kaisen, spoiler alert again, the ending there was somewhat okay. Definitely could have been better. MHA's ending just fumbled entirely. I think that's turned a lot of people off from MHA because it doesn't hit the same as it used to back in the day. Thoughts, anyone? Thoughts? I know I've been talking a lot, but anybody got any thoughts that they want to share about the game? This is your guys' time to speak, say your mind on anything that you want to say. I should say this, anytime you guys speak, a custom character of yours will appear on the screen. If you guys want a custom character, just leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And you can also customize these characters through various stuff, such as you can also customize your character also if you want to. There are game modes that I will hold that give you rewards to let you customize characters or avatars that you want. I wouldn't say the game is buns. It just has very bad handling. Very bad handling. Definitely one is that, so, with a bit of help from here and there, and this is no shade to any of the other devs or nothing, but you need a proper team, man. You need an actual team to, like, speed it up along. Like, and it doesn't help. It's like, also, this is also no shade to the testers. The testers are great. And I'll leave that, my thought on that. But you need to constantly be testing this. There's way too many bugs that are very obvious that are found by more people than there are testers, and that are just minor inconveniences. I mean, for heck's sake. We do not have a return to main menu button yet. That's the biggest thing. That is how you know something is wrong, when you don't even have a return to main menu button. You have to constantly leave the game and then rejoin it. And I found a new bug where if you leave the game, the audio doesn't resync with your headphones. Now, naturally, that could be on me, but I've tested this each time, over and over, and it still doesn't work. Which is probably why at the beginning of the stream my audio sounded weird. So, there's that. It's like, I'm not being overly critical of the game. I think the game's good and everything it plays well. I know they're going to improve it, but you can't keep making up with the excuse that, oh, there's things that definitely need to be fixed and everything. Yeah, of course there are, but my god, there are some obvious mistakes that definitely could have been seen. For instance, an actual crafting book. My god, look, I know I get a lot of views from showing people how to understand. Crafting in this game is legitimately hell. It's not fun, there's no enjoyment in it, and you're just doing it because everybody else will gatekeep it. It's not fun at all in the slightest. It really isn't. And the fact that it's gatekept, and look, it wouldn't be as annoying if testers didn't just show it off all the time. Look, I understand you guys are having fun, but it pisses a lot of people off when you do that. And I'm sorry for saying that, but it makes a lot of people angry and mad when you guys do that. It really is a big old middle finger to the audience, the same people who are paying for this game. Best thing to do with those situations is to just not show anything. Leave some leaks of sneak peeks of what the weapon is. And at bare minimum, leave the audience with some sort of hint to go off of. Because due to the fact that you can still hold 50 items of everything in this game, you basically, and there's no cap on how many things you can put into the crafting table. It's a nightmare to craft anything, and it's why nobody likes it. It's why nobody wants to do it. It's literally hell. What are your guys' thoughts? Anybody have any questions they want to ask? This can be the time where you guys can ask questions about anything. What am I going to stream tomorrow? I'm definitely going to stream Cat Quest. That game is so much fun, so be sure to tune in for that. God, that game is fun. For those of you who don't know, and I'll say this while I wait for questions, obviously. How do I think the game can get better? I'd say a lot from taking people's advice and actually putting in quirks that haven't been in other MHA games. Take, for example, Explosion. So, you know how everybody wants Explosion, right? We all think it's cool, we all want it and everything, but let's be real here. It would be boring as heck. How many MHA games on Roblox do you know already have Explosion? Almost all of them by default. But how many MHA games do you know have actual erasure in it? I've only seen one MHA game have erasure in it, and it was done in a very unique way. I want quirks like that in the game. Something that can actually make this game unique. Like, Wing Justice was a good call. It could have been upgraded a bit more, but it was a really good call for the time. But then just releasing the same quirks that everybody has seen over and over, boring. Add things like Gentle Criminal's quirk, or like, you know, quirks people want or that are unique. I mean, heck, Tail was kind of unique. Explosion would be peak. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think I would get really bored with Explosion. That's like, what? It's just gonna be the same thing as it is in every other MHA game. Another thing that I think they need to add to this game are obviously the Vigilante systems, and I'm gonna be real here. As much as I love the guild system, I don't think the guild system was a great call. For example, guilds really do take like a loyal fan base. They take a lot of work to do. And while it's good and everything, the problem with guilds is this. If your game is not getting a lot of traction, then those guilds will just stay there being dead. Like, guilds are, I don't want to say they're useless. They're great for like getting groups together and everything, but at the end of the day, it just takes more work than it's actually used for. I don't think I think at best, like, yeah. Also, I don't know if this is just me, personally speaking. I'm still on the fence on modifiers. Like, the pricing for those modifiers is a real just, like, big ask already. And the fact that you need to buy slots is still, like, a big ask. Like, you're asking us to already pay more money, even though we paid 400 Robux for this game. And people will say, yeah, that's $5. Okay, but then you ask yourself this, 150 Robux. Then you're either buying some slots because the event shops change, depending on what slot you're on. They're going to fix that. But at the same time, you said slots were going to be free. Or at least your second slot was. It's still not free. So anybody who's bought slots in the past is already paying 700 Robux at best in total. And then you're paying more because let's be real here, people will buy modifiers with Robux, so there's that whole issue. And it really is just a weird curve there of, like, you're paying way more than you actually are. Yeah, you're paying $5 for the base game, but we all know you're paying more for that than the regular $5. Yeah, they don't really do anything. Like, modifiers don't really do anything given the race, and just in general, when you know that overhaul is going to be moved down to legendary, meaning you're going to have more legendaries than you do commons. I want to make that perfectly clear for everyone. You're going to have more legendary quirks in this game than you will common quirks in the game. And that's going to be more annoying when you give it the fact that you have 2 commons. Oh, buddy, imagine rolling that with no modifiers. It's just, they're going to definitely put that rate up more. And it's a weird slippery slope to get into. Financially, it's a good thing to do, but, like, to the audience, especially after a horrible opening day, horrible waiting period, it's bad. It's real bad. Also, the updates in general, every time there's an update, there's something that breaks in the game. And that's the main issue a lot of people don't like. And I think that's the one thing, like, yeah, look, test to see if it actually works before putting it into a game. And even if it works, the whole point is to triple check it or quadruple it. I shouldn't be having my game break every time this game updates. And you can't use the, brother, it needs to be tested. It needs to be tested way more. Like, I can't really give the excuse of, like, yeah, I'm giving you guys the full-on realistic experience of, yeah, that's cool and all, but that's not an excuse. That's your job. Your job is to make sure those things don't happen. If you don't like it, don't complain about it. the one thing I'll give credit to this game is it has better camera movement than in any other game I've seen in the past. Like, you actually play the game, the camera feels so smooth, it actually works so well, while in other games it's either rigid, too fast, or just all over the place. Also, the combat's getting kind of better. It is getting better. Not by a lot, though. The game still suffers heavily with having little to no variety in general. Again, the example is the sword meta. Fists and knives are good for 1v1s with friends. Other than that, they're basically useless. Guns are also good, I guess, but here's again, NPCs shoot faster than us. And I think a lot of people can agree in chat. Oh yeah. I think a lot of people could agree with this in chat. I think a lot of us can. Perfect blocking for NPCs is so bad. Not the sense that it's just annoying. They can do it whenever they want, have longer iframes than us, and it's just so annoying. And if you're just trying to say, well, no, it really doesn't. At the same time, it's the most useless skill in the entire game. Like, I'm not giving crap to this game. I know it needs a lot of improvement. Like, I really do know that. But, brother, there's a lot of obvious stuff in here that needs to be fixed on. Again, the biggest thing, you're quirkless. Why do I not have a return to main menu button? Someone tell me why! Also, no combo starter for Fist either. Like, you have to use sword if you want to lunge anywhere or actually do anything. The problem, again, with Quirkless is you basically have no AoE movement whatsoever, so doing raids is impossible. The best raid that you could do is the hero exam on hard mode, but even then, like, it's going to be more annoying than anything. Would you guys be interested in like games like Power World or anything like that? I'm gonna definitely stream that on the 25th. Like, I'm gonna have fun streaming that. So be sure on the lookout for that. A lot of people do say Power World isn't great, but I'm not gonna lie. A lot of updates came from Power World, and oh boy, was it better. Like, is it? Oh my god, it's good. There's just a lot of bottled up tension that I have for this game. I think the game plays well, but it definitely needs a lot more improvement and bug fixes before anything new is added. Don't add anything new until actual bug fixes are implemented. Because I can tell you right now, if they're not, everything is just going to get worse and worse from here on out. Like, I'm trying to give the game the benefit of the doubt, but I don't like all the excuses that come up for it. The game, yeah, no, it needs a lot more testing and a lot more work. And I think they're working on that, I really do. Do I think they're doing it fast-paced and all, but I mean, there's no real, like, way to go about this fast. I just don't like the idea of... It gives a bad taste when an update releases, and then, you know, the update drops, everything breaks, we wait a day, they fix it, but here's the thing with that, they really should, at the bare minimum, wait a day or two to make sure that update actually works. Because even if you're testing it all the time, when it breaks obviously like that, you can tell by so much. Like, you can really tell. Like, I know for a fact they're giving it their all, they're testing everything, and I'm not doubting any of that. But, like, when you have, like, a lot of bugs, especially, like, when team battles did drop, there's no real excuse for that than saying, yeah, this was not tested. Because there's no excuse for, like, releasing that. I'll definitely do team battles. Like, if you guys want to do team battles, I'll hop into it. I'll do 1v1s. I know I'm not gonna win at them, but I mean, like, I'm just here for fun. I usually take 1v1 requests from people who actually just want to do it for fun and not like, you know, oh, you're bad, brother. I know I'm bad at PvP. I'm a content creator. The whole point of me is to be bad at PvP. That's not shade to anybody in the content creation skill, but like, you know, it's what you think we just get those W's by no? Yes. KTN. Yes. Who Bonnie Blue? Well, I mean, here's the thing. With the gorilla, I can easily defeat the gorilla because, one, I will take a firearm with me, obviously, and then probably a sniper at best. You definitely want to bring the sniper with your Vigilantes it's a gorilla. Because here's the thing in all those, they never tell you if you can bring anything at all. So, you know, I'll just wait, line up my shot, boom, I win. I don't know who Bonnie Blue is, unless we're talking about FNAF. I saw gameplay of Secret of the Mimic. I gotta be honest, when I saw that, it was actually good. It was good. I'm glad they've improved it. They've kind of taken it back a bit to the traditional FNAF roots. And not gonna lie, I am a bit of a person who loves a good bit of FNAF lore. I do love my FNAF lore. But I've got my own theories on that, and I'll probably get that all talked about on a Pow World stream or Cat Quest stream. But if you're talking about quirks, so let me talk about Gentle Criminal, because I did a video on that already. In that video, Gentle Criminal, in my mind, a moveset for him is all counter-based. Like, his whole moveset seems to be more attributed to, like, doing counters or, like, stopping someone. And a good drawback to that could be, like, the trampolines you leave behind can also affect your teammates, which can be, like, as a calling card back to his, like, original appearance of how, you know, the whole reason he wanted to save someone but he couldn't was because his quirk basically made that thing jump and they hit the ground, stuff like that, which would be a really cool thing to do. But I think also the awakening for Gentle Criminal, you just have it like be a La Brava NPC that just jumps on your back and makes you powerful. Honestly, it needs to be called Chad, the Chad quirk, because Gentle Criminal is just that guy. It wouldn't even be hard to do, just make a lot of his moves counter-based, a lot of them like either defensive or something akin to like Reinhardt's shield, I guess, from like Overwatch. It would not be hard to pull off either. Ow. Why? Now I gotta get all the way back. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, hi, Casey. There we go. I will cut you with knives like they do in London. I'll do it! I've been yapping a lot, but I think that's a good way to like get in touch with the viewers and everything. Like, anybody have any questions they want to ask? I do have ideas for what the system of trade in the game should be. Personally speaking, and they probably have fixed this already, but I have a video that's probably going to be coming out going over every bug in the game. At the bare minimum, almost every bug that I found anyway. Because let's be real here, there's a lot. There is a lot of bugs. So, bug video might come out. But one of those bugs we found out was really breaking. And I think I've already reported it to the mods and everything, so I feel free to talk about it right now. But we found out I don't know how it even worked. There was a way to duplicate items. Now, for that being said, they fixed that already, but there was a way to duplicate items, and they fixed that. But it still shows that, oh my god, there's a lot of stuff that they need to fix. Your things mean nothing to me, as I have not taken any damage. But yeah, no, there was a bug that let you duplicate items. It was more like due to the vanity. So like, if you copied over clothing and accessories that you were wearing, it wouldn't copy them, but you would still be wearing them, which was weird. Now, I believe they fixed this already, but the main issue with that bug in general was that it also copied over weapons. So, for example, you could have copied over the Quirk AR. Now, that's broken in and of itself, because as long as you kept it equipped and didn't unequip it, you wouldn't lose it. Meaning, if you did this a bunch of times, everybody in a server could have had a Quirk AR. Again, I'm only saying this because they fixed it now, but at the same time, apparently they knew about the bug, but just didn't bother to get it fixed. I don't want to say they didn't bother to get fixed, but you know, it's in that way of, it was there, but it just was not getting fixed. And it's not even like that hard of a bug either. It mostly has to do with the vanity. God, and also these Earth beasts suck so much. They suck so much. I hate everything with this game, and see, this is the shit I mean. Jesus, these bosses are just more annoying than they are actually good. Like, oh, we want a challenge, but no, this isn't like a challenge. This is more of an annoyance. I mean, look at that. There's no pattern, it's all random too, which is annoying. Hi, KT. Just got you. Got gravity vest! Ooh, gravity vest. Got you. Got you, yeah! Yeah! Nerd alert. Nuh-uh, you can't catch me. Nerd alert. Can't catch me, nerd. Nerd alert. Nerd alert! You can't catch me! I'm safe. Safe zone. You can't get me now, nerd. What am I gonna do? Ooh, I slipped out. Can't get me now. What are you gonna do about it? Easy. Hi. Nerd. Nuh-uh. You can't get me. Nuh-uh. Woo! Miss. Nice miss. We love to see it. Love to see that. Yeah! That's what you get! Nuh-uh. Can't get me. Nuh-uh. Can't get me. Nuh-uh. Hey, KT, guess what? KT, guess what? Guess what? See you later. Can't get me. It's gonna be a bow, 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 bow. And now if I just do this. Oh, that was fun. Would you? What? You mean like, yeah, look, man, you jumped me first. You know jumping Bosco. No jumping Bosco. That's the #1 rule of Bosco streams. Everyone knows this. Oh my god, it is a bug. Oh my god, I was joking about this beforehand, but there's an actual new... Oh, we found a new bug in the game. Every time you leave the game, you now get your audio disconnected if you're wearing headphones. Now, that could be a streaming issue on my end, but I'm using the same streaming settings I've used all the time for this game. So, either that's a major bug, because if it is, like, holy crap. Yeah, no, but like, would you guys be interested in Jujutsu Infinite videos? I'm only asking because I'm going to be streaming different videos and I want to ask you guys' opinions on that. I might also do ABA videos again. I just want to see if anybody's interested for that in chat. Because like, well, I do love Heroes Online 2. There is a lack of content, if anything. Even if I want to like do a Quirkless video, I have to like wait 35 days in order to like even get the items that I want. So it's so boring. And it's like, I feel like here's my sets. If I have the battle pass completed, can't I just trade those items already? Do I really need to wait the 60-day interval? No one's gonna play this game in 60 days. Like, because by the time the new season comes out, everybody rushes to get to Exalted and then leave. No one wants to do the 60-day interval thing. It's so boring. I don't know if that's just me. Personally, it might be. I'm only asking because, like, I don't know if you guys are interested in that or not. I'm like, thinking of doing that. So I know we're gonna get quirk skins. That's an interesting concept. Hop in team battles. You all scared? I can't remember if they already have a squad set up. I know sometimes me and Kill do team battles, but I'll have to ask him. Let's see if Sin can show off his skills only. Yo guys, hop on team battles. You all scared? Guys, hop on team battles. Got people watching. Hop on team battles. You all scared? Ah, can't. Found another bug. Great. Nope. Just lag. God, that thing is just horrible, horrible. God, this is another bug I hate. Why is it overlapping? Can we get a? Why is the game overlapping with the main menu button? Because here's the thing: if you have a close button, that should be on the left side, so that way it doesn't overlap. But no, it overlaps. Your game should overlap. Oh, it should not overlap. It shouldn't overlap. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. Oh no! Why does Ark do these things to good people? I hate it. 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 I hate it when he does this stuff. It's annoying as heck. Yeah, so I have no clue if that is a bug or on my end or it's part of the game, because if it's a bug on my end, oof, I don't think it is. Oh, nice. Guys, get in team battles, spread the word. You guys get to beat me up, Bosco. I know a lot of people have wanted to beat me up. You guys all scared? You think you can't take Bosco? You guys cowards? You guys being chickens? Do we have chickens in the chat? I mean, it's okay if you guys are chickens. I totally understand. I wouldn't want to fight me either. Like, I guess I could talk about this. Because Kill's gonna join, so we could ask him a lot of... We're not gonna ask him, like, what they're gonna add or anything, even if they update the game. I'm gonna be strict about this. Unless the quirk is something that's never been in any MHA game before, I think this game, it's not going to be that big. From what I know of the new quirk, here's my guess on it. Here's my guess. Because I'm basing this totally off of, like, people's ask and recommendations. And what's been asked before, because like I've said before, we know for a fact Ark is like re-adding all the ones from HO1, which is okay, I guess. But quirks that are gonna be added are the quirk that will get added, if I had to guess, probably Fold Body, which if it is, man, that's lame. I mean, it was okay in HO1. It was pretty fun to use, but at the same time, I remember the graphics for it weren't great. Oh, that's Kill, alright. Kill, you got anything to say to stream? With your horrible mic? God, your mic is... How's... Kill, you want to say anything? God, you need to get your mic fixed. Are we gonna get a Kill voice reveal? I don't have new blocked. I don't remember.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Say hi to stream.
No.
Alright, Kill, so we were all talking about testing. You want to describe the testing process? Like, in your own honest words without revealing too much.
It's going easy, you know?
Easy, easy. What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Because judging by the amount of bugs in the game, I don't... You can't say that. Okay, but in all seriousness, I think I've said it before, I've ranted about it a lot, but it's just the fact that all these minor bugs and the major bugs, the really obvious bugs is what gets to people.
They gonna get fixed.
Yeah, but like, they should have been fixed is the problem, Kill. Is
Yeah.
that, yeah. Because I know you guys work at test, but when you see a bug, when we as the community see a major bug that's very obvious, we're all wondering how the hell that went under the radar. Because it's like, you know, it's like with supply and demand. Like, I'm ordering for a product, but when I find something wrong with it, and I find out that you work at said company, I'm like, how did that work? Yeah, Kill does sound like Arkham, doesn't he?
There's 6 people now.
There's 6 people now? So, Kill, you want to tell the team, tell the class in the stream what you're running?
Ice and Shock.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, Kill is really cancer with Ice and Shock. Example, Kill loves to use the Ice Vapor to bypass any grab attack and the Ice Shield. We banned him from using Mind Control. Because he was that cringe with it. I don't know what happened there. What point are you going, Kill?
I'll take B.
You going B? That's not bad.
Yeah.
I might join you at B, honestly. Unless you want me to get C or something, but I think as long as Sin gets one of the other points, we'll be fine. it's boosted gaming time. I can say that. I'll take at least C so we have something. Kill, you gotta fight, Tata K kill. No. Nice miss. Nice miss. Nice miss again. Thank you for the miss. Come here. Thank you for the miss again. Easy. Easy. Easy dub. Easy dub right there. That's an easy dub right there. I'm sorry that had to happen to you, KT, but I mean, like, you were in my way. Tata K and everything. Nice miss again. Come here. Thank you again. Ah, easy. Thanks, man. The lake. Fate here to break. When the storm my things. Heroes born. Hey, Kill, can you take C?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, I want to get B for a minute. I leave you to KT. I want to get B. Thank you. He really is bad. He really is bad. Back to C, or you go to A. You go to A and help Sin at A. We only need A or C, A and C, really. Nice miss, thank you. He missed again. Trash, he's trash. Kill, do you want to take B while I get A?
I'm at A.
Oh, okay. I'll just stay at B then. How do we have more kills than I'm gonna go see what's happening at A. I want to go to A for the content. You stay at B, Kill, okay?
I'm at C.
I had literally no stamina and we were just jumping the shit out of everyone. Kill, you know what would be funny?
What?
Some of the bosses would be funny.
Yeah.
I don't know how this guy messed that up, but he did. Really cool, easy. Easy again. Kills? I gotta take those, I take those. What is a Gakuren? That's new. I've never had that before. I'm not gonna lie, KT, I bullied the hell out of you, and I'm Quirkless. KT, you gotta admit, you did not kill me once. I'm clipping you. I'm clipping me beating you up. I'm gonna clip it. You're getting clipped. I'm going to do it. You wanted to run the ones. We ran the ones. And I beat you. Main game, I'd viciously kill you. What do you mean, main game? We're in the main game. You're getting clipped. It's gonna happen. You have to learn to accept that. Pull up on Beast. What do you mean? Nah, I'm taking that W with me. You wanted to run the ones with Bosco, and you failed. It's fine. It's fine. It's all gonna be fine. You know, sometimes none of us can be as great as Bosco. None of us. None of us can just be that guy. None of us can be as cool as Bosco. You know, it just can't happen. It just can't happen. I'm telling them GG in the main chat. It was a good game. GG, 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 as they say. But sadly, it did not happen. My Quirkless prowess just wins again. I'm just built different than you Quirkless people. It's just great. It's all great. Thank you. I am just like that. Thank you very much. I'm joking with you, KT. I'm joking with you. Over, yo, Kill. There's a new bug.
That's not new.
Oh, you heard it here, chat. It's not new. Why isn't it fixed yet then? You're live, Kill. Better be careful. Would you like to say no comment? No comment?
Because Ark didn't fix it yet.
Okay, I gotta ask you a genuine question. What has Ark fixed?
Stuff.
How much of this stuff? Like, could you give me a percentage?
No.
No? What do you mean no? That's not a good percentage, Kill. You can't just say he fixed stuff and then say no on the percentage. Are we talking how... I'm gonna take a wild guess and say about a decent 10%. Please tell me it's Tad, at least.
I don't know.
Oh no, it's not 10%, is it? Is it 5?
I just work here.
What the? Oh God! That's not a good thing. So, if I have this straight, you have no idea what you're doing.
Hey, I know what I'm doing.
Okay, and what is that? Stuff?
Testing. Yeah, stuff.
Okay, that's valid, I guess. Doesn't really answer all my questions, but it's... Oh, now I'm back. In the main menu, after a good 5-minute wait period. God. This game, man, is just something else. Well, I'll see you, Kill. I think that's going to be it for the stream for today at the bare minimum. Thanks. As always, thank you to everybody who has been tuning in. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to share this with friends as well. As always, my name is Bosco, and I'll see you all later. Now, again, on the 25th, I'll be streaming Power World. Tomorrow, I'll most likely be trying to stream Cat Quest because I think my new Elgato comes in. And as always, my name is Bosco, and I'll see you all later. Bye! Be sure to hit the bell to also be notified of more upcoming stuff as well. See ya!